Hello, everyone. I'm Jean-Claude Mystic, and welcome to today's War Correspondent special report. Today, we're decoding July 15 and the event that will change the world. With me today to have this beautiful conversation is the one and only Juan Savin. You can find his amazing swag at thejennifermac.com. Juan, welcome back to the show. How are you?
Hey, it's beautiful to be back again here, and always appreciate the chance to talk to your audience.
Excited to have you on, Juan. We're going to triple cast for the first maybe 10 minutes here to try to grab a few more people on the YouTube feed. So let's be on our best behavior for the first couple of minutes here during the introduction.
Boy, that is work for me. Oh, my gosh. You have no idea. But I'll do it. I promise.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here today. We'll try to bring your comments up along the way here. And perhaps if we have time also, we'll take questions at the end of the show. Juan, before we go too far, where are you today? Can you share where you're at?
I'm up in Edinburgh, Scotland. Let me see if I can see that right. Edinburgh. There's a. I don't do it good. Jen does it way better. It's got a certain sound at the end, but it's an amazing town and very enjoyable.
Very good. Juan, while we're here on YouTube and we're waiting for people to log in here, I heard just a couple of days ago that you're into fast cars.
Well,
I have a fascinating interest also with speed since I was a kid. I've been collecting cars. I'm curious what you want to share with the audience members here as we wait for everybody to log in.
Well, actually, I was out today all through town, and I've had a couple of accidents besides some injuries I got doing other stuff in the course of my work. But I was thinking of a particular rib that still kills me from a go-kart thing. I had a very, very fast kart early on, and some guy was not happy that the rookie was winning at the tail end of the season and rammed me to take me out of first. And he was a lap down, but he was on deck to become the winner for the whole year. And so, a lot of adrenaline in there with guys, and they get a little, over anxious, but I still feel the pain from that. So I guess he got his licks in.
You got to be careful with speed.
And the other one that the other one that just kills me too is I had a very fast boat at one time, and so I had somebody that didn't have my permission, but he wanted to borrow a lower unit off my boat to test something with an engine they had, and I was nowhere to be found, and I was gone for a couple of months, and so I come back and the lower unit's off my boat. I'm like, sheesh, who stole it? And so he's, no, Jeff has it. And so I'm like, hello, seriously? So they put the lower unit back on my boat, which, I had really very high-end stuff. And when they put it back on in this particular style of hydro, the steering, the way it was set up to take all of the shocks because you get tremendous vibration. And it had a lot of, there was a logic to it, lock washers and some springs to take the vibration from the motor out of the steering. Well, the person that had taken this off thought that was overkill. So he put it back on without as many because he thought it was just stupid. And he was in a class lower. And so I'm going out to do a test run before a race. And I'm out there doing about 130. And I lost steering. And I'm trying to decelerate. I get down to 100, and the boat starts to go out of control. So I give it a little more throttle, and I'd come back down a little bit. And it starts to go out of control. As long as I was under power, it was okay. But when I tried to slow down, well, I'm running out of lake. And I couldn't steer. Well, and so I rolled that thing. I mean, it was very painful. And I've had a few boats go sideways on me over the years, but that one really hurt because of the way that came apart and it just, disintegrated. People don't realize how hard the water is when you're at those kinds of speeds. And
Right.
you kind of glance across it. In those days, they had just introduced um, the collars that were designed to kind of skip and not catch your head. And so you had a particular type of collar on your life vest that would keep your neck from snapping.
All right.
And you wanted to go through the water in a certain way. So, and I was just with another friend of mine. We were together the other day for about a week and a half. He has a number of records also, and he, we were lamenting the fact that boat racing has not held up like it used to be, and so it's not nearly as popular as it once was. And the guys that kept it going in the unlimiteds, like Bernie Little and a lot of the really cool races. But I still enjoy going fast, the cars and like that, and I have to behave myself.
Well, the next time you're in Canada, let me know, and I'll bring you down to a dragway somewhere. And we'll have some fun.
Well, yeah, I really, what? Let me just tell you this.
Mhm.
It's not just the going fast or something like that. I'll tell you the other thing I really enjoy. I enjoy machinery, and I love to see the intricacy of how people have built these things
The
that
pro
do.
mods, the pro mods, yeah.
Yeah, and the thought that goes into it, because it has applications into other things.
Yeah.
And so when you look at the engines in the cars from the 30s and 40s, and then you see the changes, and of course, one of the things that amazes me the most, I had a neighbor in Montecito that she would have me come over, and she had some extremely rare cars. She was from just a unbelievably wealthy family, and um, so she would have me come over and kind of do some maintenance on the cars, washing and cleaning and like that. No, nothing mechanical. These were super exotics, but to see the evolution in brake technology. If you're going to go fast,
Oh,
you got
yeah.
to don't stop well.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that fascinated me the most was her dad, who owned a huge oil interest, a name that everybody would know. He bought cars all the way back to the turn of the century. And so she had all of these cars in the paddocks around the property. And I mean, cars that today, some of those cars would be worth, tens of millions of dollars.
Wow.
And, but what the dad was the most interested in, here he was, owned, these huge fuel processing systems and like that. And yet the thing that he found the most interesting was the evolution of brakes and brake technology. And so I kind of caught some of that. And he was one of the guys that came up with the design for the first disc brakes. Here you'd think a guy that's into fuel and things like that, it'd be carburetors or generators or
Right.
any thousand other things. And
Right.
he
Injectors.
was the most interested in the brakes.
Yeah.
And one of the business things that I was helping on years ago, somebody asked.
Oh, I just lost Juan's connection, guys. Hold on a second here. We'll try to get him back on the line here for a sec. Hold on. I think he's in the green room. Let's see if we can bring him back up here.
Gap.
Juan. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Juan, we
Did
lost
I
the
lose you?
last 30 seconds there.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
we lost you. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Juan, well, going back to the
and
breaks
I gave
here.
away the secret to free energy too. I gave it right out there.
I have a 71 Challenger, and I love to go fast, but like you were just talking about the brakes. It doesn't have any brakes.
My gosh.
They're really bad.
Wait a second. Hold on. You can't go any further. I am a Challenger aficionado. I have a 71 Challenger convert. Tell me about yours.
Mine is okay. I'll bring it up on the screen for you guys. Mine is a 71 Challenger RT 440 six pack.
Oh my gosh, what a machine.
So that's Sarah sitting next to the car here. We were at a Mopar convention show just a couple of weeks ago. And my buddy to the left of me, he's got a 383 shaker hood on that one in the convertible. That one's a 71 Challenger in Plum Crazy. Mine is the top banana there.
Yeah, he's got the black interior. I've got the white. Wow, that is.
Yeah.
Okay, I could tell you some fun stories.
Okay, we have to. Okay, we'll do another show. You and I can talk about cars.
Oh my
People are
gosh,
very eager.
I can't believe it.
People are very eager for us to get into the conversation, Juan. Okay, guys, if you're watching us on YouTube, let me bring the link down to the live chat for you guys to come and join us here on the Rumble feed here for this no hold barred conversation.
Well, hold on. I got to say one thing before you leave.
Okay.
On this one, everybody look. Think about what the world was like at the end of the 60s, early 70s, because of course the 71 Challenger came out in 70 when they were released in September. Mm-hmm. What was the world like? And you can see it. Look at the colors across the spectrum of what Dodge had. Plum Crazy. Okay. They had these beautiful names for each one of the colors. And
Orange, Mango, Sublime. Yeah.
Yes. And Dodge, Plymouth and Dodge had the most vibrant colors of all. And I prefer Ford myself, and they had some interesting colors. Nobody beat Dodge in their colors as far as I'm concerned. And you just saw it in that picture. What a fun show to be at. Gosh.
That's Sarah there again too. We were going on this I think it was a fundraiser for prostate cancer a couple of months ago. We were doing this big ride along here close to the Seaway, the St. Lawrence seaboard. Anyways, good times. We'll have another show. You and I will talk about some cars. I'll show you some cool videos.
Yeah, we should have some fun. Oh my gosh.
I'll show you some videos of me racing here at the Napierville Dragway at some point too. We'll have some fun with that. All right, guys, let me bring the link down to the chat one more time here in YouTube. If you guys want to come and join us on Rumble, now's the time. So let me just remove the Rumble feed. Yes, and remove.